Hi, we're here at Anne's Sewing Room, and Anne is willing to have us look around. She's our global sewing specialist. We're going to see what kinds of fabrics are good and what fabrics won't work for Days for Girls kits. Want us to show us around?
Well, we've got so many things to pick from when you get to a store or you get donations in, and that's the hardest question. Is this going to be good? Will this work? So we're going to hopefully give you a living, breathing example of what goes through our minds when we're trying to pick. Lots of questions. Is this too light? Well, yeah, so this whole shelf, I would say no.
Yes.
It's all too light.
We're looking for things that are easy to stay clean and easy to stay nice. This is a definite no of fabric
Camo.
world. Camo.
Camo's actually illegal in some countries, and people can be jailed, fined, beaten, and even killed. So
Just
we
say
don't-
no to camo, ever.
no to camo.
Now someone asked, what about pink camo?
Pink camo's pink splotches. We're talking military camo, which is the browns, the greens, and in Canada, the whites for the snow. So military camo, no. Pink is, you'll not catch a soldier in pink, ever.
All right, and what about metallic?
So pretty. But
Isn't it?
this is a lot of metallic. It's too much metallic. Metallic is water resistant, so your absorption would go down. So I wouldn't put it in a shield. I could put it on the back of a shield. I could put it in a bag. It would be beautiful. But avoid it for pockets and then to the body side. Now,
We have some beautiful fabric choices here, and oh yeah, flags.
flags. Canada's not as strict about what we do with our flag. We're a little liberal that way, but you know,
We don't
it's a
use
political
flags.
symbol, and it's a cultural icon, whatever flag it is. So I would say no, because you just don't want to offend someone.
You don't want to bleed.
And
on
this one's
someone's
too
flag.
light. A lot of white in that.
So here are two examples, a great example.
beautiful.
You wouldn't want solid burgundy because of the monks' robes. But what about this one? There's a lot of white, a lot of light. Some people would be worried. And yet this is,
It's busy. The busier it is, the better it is.
yes. Now it does have yellow, and right now Thailand, the king's yellow, but as long as it's not going to Thailand, this is beautiful,
Yeah, the
even though it's
more-
light.
If you know something, share it with us at Sewing Specialist at daysforgirls.org. If you have a question, we're happy to answer those questions. And the king's colors in Thailand, no. Solids, they're not against the rules, but they are not as friendly. And you know, it depends where you are and what you have access to, but they work, but we keep them to a minimum. If this was a bag and I had a remnant of this, wouldn't that be a pretty little splot of that on there? Make it nice.
And this is another example of some light on here, but again, the pattern would marble and hide a stain, so it's actually beautiful. And animal prints, what about this? Because of course we know the animals isn't a good idea, so this is a print. Is this one okay?
This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine. What we want to avoid is living, breathing things. A skin is just a print, and it's okay. And over in the past, it got misconstrued and kind of got into a myth. And we have a lot of little myths going on. This is a living, breathing thing. Doesn't have a face. It's a no-no. Living, breathing things, in some countries, some cultures would be a big no-no. So even though
And the
this,
thing is that it has a face in real life. So
Yeah.
even though this is a silhouette, that's an animal and would be considered a graven image.
it's
now here's an
recognized.
example of one, and it's little ladybug pattern. And this one, ladybugs and butterflies,
I'd say
they're
no.
okay because they don't have faces, so they're okay. However, this is really light, and we're back to that color.
the ladybugs are fine, the butterflies are fine.
Okay, so over here we have some
Oh.
light colors, and these would be ones people would wonder if they were okay. What's your verdict?
Well, in my opinion, I'd say no. Pretty cool.
Yes.
Medium good.
Yeah, I would say this would be great for a bag. Better for the back of a shield.
Yeah,
This would be good for a bag or the back of a shield, and honestly, maybe even the surface of a shield.
You can't feel this. It's flannel. It's gonna make it. It's gonna make a good liner.
Okay, and that's, speaking of flannel, here's some flannel, and it has white in it. So is that acceptable?
This one's fine.
Yeah,
so
it's
busy.
beautiful.
Remember, busy better.
Okay, so let's look at a few more. There's some great examples. Oh, up here we have, this has, if you look close, it has some little cherries. So that would be, some people are very concerned about food. Is that one okay? To me, this one
It's a little
is,
light,
it's a little
but
light, but this would be a
make a
beautiful back of a shield or even a
bag.
bag. And this isn't going to be offensive to anyone. What about this one? There's little cups and little
So
strawberries.
what we just recently found out in Thailand, it's food and food service items, dishes, is a no-go in Thailand, and that's new information from someone who works there, distributes there, and is culturally in the know. So I would say
There's some more
bags,
over here that are iffy.
bags, no shields.
Okay, so here we have holiday things, and there's been a lot of talk about that. Here, what about these Easter eggs?
It's fine.
Yeah.
So Easter, anything that is religion related, you know, we get beautiful crosses and those sorts of things. Those are a no-no. But Easter eggs are not a religious symbol, so I'm saying they're fine.
So a
This-
bag, back of
Yeah.
a shield. Okay,
Chris-
Santa.
Christmas is fine, except this one has living, breathing things. Even though this is a cartoon of a reindeer, it's
And
a living,
no eyes.
breathing
It's
thing.
still a living, breathing
But
thing that has eyes. and
Santa's
Santa
a
has
no-no
eyes.
because he has a face and eyes.
Yes.
Packages, totally fine.
Unless they had a cross on it or a Star of David on it, although of
Right.
course that's
The-
not Christmas.
The
but
actual religious symbols.
okay, this one, it's holly berries, and what do you think?
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a berry.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Oh.
we have some beautiful batik. These are so good. They're so good at
They're
stain
so
busting.
perfect. Batiks, for the most part, and there are living, breathing animals being printed in batik, so just watch for those. But batiks are amazing because they're
Down
splotchy
here.
and busy.
Fruit. Food. What do you think?
Bags, yes. Thailand shields, no.
Yeah.
The rest of the world, fine. It's fine.
Okay, so arrows. This is flannel. What do you, regardless, arrows, you
See-
know, so we say no weapons. Is this what we mean too?
So what we've heard is, in some cultures it's a weapon, in some cultures it's a symbol of power. We can't be guaranteed who's going to receive this, so the answer is no.
Okay. Some of them, though, are very stylized, and honestly, most everywhere we serve would not feel either way.
Yeah, our rule, when in doubt, don't send it out.
Okay. And what about this? These are paw prints. So animals that
Fine.
have faces made
Well,
this.
It's it's a lot of light background, but the background is splotchy. It's not a no. It's not optimal, but it's not a no.
So this would be good for the back of a shield, and it's okay
Yeah.
even though it's a paw print, an animal with a face made it.
Yeah,
Of course, because it's
it's-
not the actual
it's
idol.
actually
It's
really
an
just-
imprint.
Odd shaped dots.
Yeah.
A paw print.
Words. So some people are really concerned about words.
Well, love, peace, happiness, good words.
Yeah, so
Don't
use
worry.
your best judgment, right? You don't want to use things that would be offensive.
Anything
But-
that makes you uncomfortable, don't use it. Don't send it out. Send it to a new charity.
Oh, look at this. Again, these beautiful batiks. Like, yes.
Yeah. Batiks, geometrics, flowers, those sorts of things. Always a positive.
Yes, there's so many beautiful
Cute,
options,
but no.
right? And patterns and geometrics, like you said, anything, it's really about stain busting. And my final thing would be, does it pass the yard test? Would you hang this up in your yard and feel comfortable about it? It can be pretty light as long as there's lots of patterns, but think, would you want your daughter, yourself, your cousin to be able to hang this out or not?
Yeah.
Does it pass the yard test?
Not in my front yard.
Thank you.
Happy choosing.